Okay.
Well, hello and welcome to another thrilling episode of the Andrew Eborn Show with me, Andrew Eborn, and the wonderful Radio Laureate. How are you doing, Mike?
I'm pretty good, thank you. Yeah, very, very good. Excellent. Cold, but good.
Cold but good. Well, I'll tell you what, it's not raining, a little bit of snow maybe, but the perfect day to celebrate umbrellas.
Yes, we are a nation of umbrella wielders and carriers. I remember at school where we suddenly got a bit snobbish at one point in the fifth form and started carrying umbrellas even when we didn't need to. And we had our feet kicked from under us by Doodles Everly, who was the art master, who thought we were a bunch of little snobs carrying umbrellas. We all suddenly started carrying fold umbrellas, just kids, you know what kids are like. We all thought it was cool to have an umbrella. But of course, I lost my favorite umbrella, as you know, when I was down in MIPCOM, where we go every year and try and flog our wares on TV and stuff like that. On the final night, a friend of mine who works from Pinewood, we were having supper, and he said, "Look, I don't need this." And he gave me his Carlton Hotel umbrella with a beautiful wooden handle. And I thought, I've never liked an umbrella before. An umbrella's an umbrella. You lose it, doesn't matter. You get another one. But this one, I was really fond of it. It had Carlton can on it and the wooden handle. I like this.
Oh, I love it.
Day later, on the way back, got the train back to England, left it in a cab in London. So some bloke obviously got home and go, "Oh, look what I found in my cab." Yeah, great.
Similar thing happened with in Beijing Olympics. I went over, took the family, and they had this London house where every Olympics they have their own house for the following one, and they had a glorious red umbrella, and it had London House on it in the Beijing Olympics. Similar sort of thing. Those taxi drivers are doing well, aren't they?
They are, yeah. I'm not sure whether people hand umbrellas in anymore. If people find a pair of gloves, you probably wouldn't touch them now. Or if you found an umbrella, you'd leave it where it was. You probably wouldn't pick it up now.
Well, there's a glorious shop just in down Tottenham Court Road a bit, which sells these wonderful umbrellas, really, really fancy, with the glorious carved handings. And those are the ones you keep for generations.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's down at the end as you're coming south down Goodge Street. It's down at the end down there, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely glorious. Well, I should have sang a bit of Rihanna. I could have done a cover version of Umbrella, but we won't do that. Instead, we will listen to the Radio Laureate telling us all about umbrellas.
Okay, and again in the hands of John Cooper Clarke for National Umbrella Day. Derived from the Latin umble or umbra, when it rains on the Thames or the Tyne or the Humber, those fellas, the umbrella sellers, have got your number. Part with your cash or you'll get a splash. And when it rains in Stoke or Sevenoaks or Woking, you'll get a soaking. When you're caught short in a shower, think of the flat-top flower called umble. That's the derivation. So think on it during the precipitation. Carried by tramps, some call them gamps. Don't try to puzzle it. It's after Mrs. Gamp in Martin Chuzzlewit by Charles Dickens. And as the downpour thickens, it's rich pickings for the umbrella sellers. So when it's raining, part with your lolly and buy a brolly, though sometimes you look a Burke because they don't always work, because when the wind blows about, they have a habit of turning inside out. And if you see a lady sheltering in a doorway, you can say, "Yes, I'm going your way. Would you like to share my umbrella, Cinderella?" She's cautious, of course. "Which way is that?" "I don't know, but if you're fussy, I've got a hat, so I'll wear that. And because I'm that kind of fella, I'll let you have my umbrella. It's yours to retain." "Wait a minute, you've got a Mac. I'll have my umbrella back."
Hey, I love it. Part with your lolly and get a brolly. It doesn't get better than that. Mike Read, the Radio Laureate, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Andrew.
Bye-bye.
Oh, well.